Oh, sick.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put that in your face.
That's okay. I really want one right now. Can't imagine why. I hear crying and slamming downstairs when they're supposed to be quietly eating at the dinner table.
They sound like lovely, lovely goblins tonight.
They're so fabulous. Like,
I'm gonna put my phone.
I have threatened to take away so many things, and like I threatened to take away her tablet, but I can't take it away for the plane ride.
I know. That's just punishing yourself.
But I did tell her, so my sister and I kind of decided that we were talking about going to SeaWorld. But we decided that, but we decided that we probably wouldn't go because Josh likes to go on like rides and stuff like that. And it would be kind of, I don't know, it just seems like really chaotic. And there's so much to do in San Antonio. So we decided probably not doing that. But I just told Charlotte, I was like, we're not going to SeaWorld anymore. She's like, no. She's been so rude, dude. Like, so rude.
You just
to
made
me.
the same face she makes. No. You guys make the same face.
Do we? I didn't realize that. That's adorable.
Fun times.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello, this is our podcast, What's with the Neighbors. That is Bree.
Yeah, and that's Amy. And this week we're doing hometown horrors. Because it's spooky season. It's like it's already spooky season, but like it's Spooktober.
Spooktober. I just picked a scab and it started bleeding, so I soaked it up with my earplug.
Tips with Amy. Tips with Miss Frizzle, the true crime.
I also just woke up from a nap, and I said I was going to check my face in the mirror before I logged on, and didn't. And then I chose to just stick with it. It's a little shiny. It's fine.
It's beautiful. It's okay. I had to have my picture taken for my license today, and I had a double chin. Yeah. But like he asked me, he's like, "Is this okay?" Like he's like, "Do you want to come check it?" And I'm like, "Okay." And I don't want to be like any trouble. So like I'm not that person that's like, "Oh no, we need to redo that." And then also like I don't want like everybody like looking at me and like being like uncomfortable, like
right.
Let me like make a really pretty pose. Yes. Yeah. And I brought up Kim Kardashian, whatever. And Josh is like, just go check it because you know you're gonna want to. And I was like, okay. And I checked it and I hated it. And I was like, it's fine. And then we left in there and I was like, I hate this picture.
I hate it.
It's fine.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Okay. We can't all bring makeup artists and special photographers to our DMV.
Government. Yeah, government.
That's bullshit.
Facility. It really is.
But also if I were rich and famous, you know, I would not do that. I would
give my money to the poor. That's a lie. So I have something funny to tell you. So today, we celebrated National Native American Day. I'm probably saying that wrong, so please, you guys, don't correct me.
I'm not saying anything wrong.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Native American Day.
And so at work we did that, and so we got pizza at lunch, like we had it delivered, and then we also had a, sorry if you can hear my dogs barking or my parents' dogs barking. We had a speaker come and talk to us, and it was about a seminar on active shooting. Like if an active shooter were to like come in and like actively shoot people.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So that was fun to get like certified on that. So yeah. And then later on we made dream catchers. So
that's You made dream catchers for Native American Day?
Yeah.
That's so cool. You did like an activity at your work?
Yeah, it was
Is
2
this a
hours
preschool?
long. That's what I was wondering.
What? You should be leading these seminars. Or whatever.
Yeah, so we made dream catchers, but they like went all out. They bought like all these amazing different colors of ribbons and yarn and different types of beads and feathers and all this stuff. And then we had to learn how to actually make like a real dream catcher. And I failed miserably. But I gave it to Alice and she loved it. So
So working I'm sorry.
I know.
There's nothing at all. Like, I think it's great to acknowledge Native American Day, but I just think it's odd that it was celebrated at your workplace.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's like, oh, it's Grandparents' Day. Bring your grandparents. Like, are they going to do that?
That would be miserable, actually.
I just feel like they're going to celebrate. Are they going to celebrate every holiday? It's National Cheeseburger Day, which actually that was last week. So, or earlier this week.
Oh, but
that was a really long. Sound like your cat at first, or a door squeaking. Dude, shout out. Okay, so you guys all heard about the whole F-35 thing gone missing. Yeah. Shout out to my buddy Brittany in South Carolina. She took the 911 dispatch call for that.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Your friend Brittany works at the 911 dispatcher, and she hasn't sent in a story. Brittany.
She said she's had some story. I know. I don't know if she. I don't think she listens to us. I don't know. Do you, Brittany? Do you listen to us? If she does,
she probably can't. Just like my work.
She is highly obsessed with Taylor Swift, so I am. I'm not sorry.
Maybe she wrote you off
for the things that I've said. She knows I don't like Taylor Swift.
That is so cool, though, dude. Shout out, Brittany. I hope you did great.
She paused during it, and she said. She like paused during the call because you can listen to it online, and you hear her stop. She's like, I'm sorry, what? They're like, oh, a jet. This guy got ejected from a jet, and she's like, hold on a second.
I need to see if this is a prank call. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you before we start our stories.
Shoot.
And I'm trying to like get my camera, my table.
Yeah, I see you moving a lot. We dancing here.
Like, it's because I don't have my rug down, so it's like keeps like not wanting to go where I want it to go. Okay, so I have a question for you. Let's say you saw me arguing with a stranger on the street. What would be your first initial thought we were fighting about?
Probably something random. If it was, it would depend. It would depend on like what this person looked like. Like, I don't know what your surroundings were.
Okay. Let's say we're in the middle. Okay, I see what you're saying. So let's do a scenario. Let's say we're at Walmart. We're at Fairbanks Walmart.
We're there.
Okay. And I'm just doing my normal shopping, and you see me arguing with a stranger.
They took something off the shelf before you could get it.
Who do you think I am?
Or they were trying to take a picture of your kid.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that's a common thing that happens here.
Yeah, it is.
And terrifying.
Very scary.
What would you think I'd be arguing about? Oh my gosh.
Someone saw your Harry Potter shirt and said Harry Potter sucks.
I'm not a very argumentative person, so I'd be like, you're entitled to your own opinion, buddy. Okay, bye, have a good day. And then I'd be 2 aisles over, and I'd be talking loudly about how they're such a jerk and they're stupid, but I would not say it to their face.
I know.
There's no way. I'd be like, people in here are so dumb. They don't like Harry Potter. And Josh would be like, let's go. Stop it. Stop it. No, that's how I argue back at people. Yeah. I'm very non-confrontational.
I also
passive
will
aggressive.
say, yeah, passive aggressive. I will say in the stores, I definitely, if someone's like being rude, I will say like, that is so rude. And then I just keep walking. Like, I don't give them a second to like say something back.
Yeah.
I like keep going. So
that's kind of passive aggressive. You're passing them and being aggressive. So I'd say that's under the.
It's passing. It's aggressive and passing.
Yes, aggressive in passing. Mine was just passive aggressive. All right. Glad we cleared that up.
Okay, so are you going first or am I going first?
I don't remember. Who cares? I'll go first.
Okay.
Or I'll read my neighborhood story.
Okay.
All right. So I had to click on this link because I saved it as a link because it's a whole like news story. Oh. Can you still see me?
Yeah. Can you see me?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Oh, son of a pup. Oh, no, okay. It's this one. Never mind. Okay, so this one was on the Today Show. Oh. And it is titled "Family Decorates Their House with a Different Halloween Scene Every Day of the Month." And they have like skeletons. So I'm gonna show you, or I'm gonna describe to you, and I'll post all these later. So they've got like this whole family of skeletons. So the first picture, I wish I could share my screen with you.
I think you can. I don't know how.
Well,
you click share. Down at the bottom, it says share, and you click screen.
Hang on, it's making me enter passwords and everything.
Oh, jeez. I just learned a song while you're doing this. I learned a song and it goes, A is for adorable, B is for beautiful, C is for cutie, E is for elegant, F is for fabulous, G is for gorgeous. Okay, thank you.
Wait, what? O is okay, thank you? Oh, gorgeous. That's cute. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, that is adorable.
So here we have a family of skeletons. We've got the cat, it looks like, spinning a spinner. We've got a twister mat out and another kitty cat and some other family members watching. I'm wondering if that one has a beer. But they're playing Twister. This one's leg is completely off of him. That is adorable. So the next one we have is the family's playing golf, and it looks like one of the skeletons is holding a putter thingy, whatever that's called. Uh-huh. And this guy looks like he got hit by a golf ball. Yeah, golf club. Thank you. And then we got the dog over here. Whole family's in the group playing golf.
Oh my gosh.
Typical Sunday. Here we have a scene from Hocus Pocus with the three sisters, and it says, "Sisters, we fly." And it has some, other skeletons singing, looks like.
Oh my gosh.
And here they're camping. They've got a whole tent set up. Like, that's so much mess to have to clean up. They got a fire. They got guy with a camping backpack on. And then this one, we have a whole mushing team.
That is so cute.
And that's it for now. Maybe they'll continue to post that was that's a recent thing too. So
that is so cute.
Exit out of that.
Oh my gosh! Thank you for sharing that.
Did it stop sharing?
That was cute. Yeah.
Oh, that was easy. That's cool. It let me click what link I wanted to share that I had up. So.
Oh, that's nice.
Handy dandy. How about that?
I love that.
All right.
So for our hometown horrors, I'm doing something a little bit different.
I like different.
Yeah, I am going to describe to you different Ring camera or security camera footages that have been caught on camera.
Oh, cool. Okay. Are you
Yeah.
gonna? Can we post them later?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got to
If you
find
have
the
the
links
links.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this footage was captured in Flint, Michigan on April 24th, 2003. The house had 2 Ring cameras, one above the garage and the other was a Ring doorbell camera. Around 10 p.m., a man in a red jacket and another person just behind him were shown walking up to house's front door. Before knocking or ringing the doorbell, the man in the red jacket immediately starts trying to break down the door. Like he turned his back to the door and was like kicking it in with his foot.
Oh my gosh.
The Ring camera falls to the ground from the impact, but the door itself doesn't move. After those few seconds, the man walks around to the house's side door and again immediately starts trying to break that door down. By this point, the homeowner had woken up in a panic, and so she checked her security camera footage for an explanation. They noticed their doorbell camera was on the ground, so they switch over to the other camera. And as the banging noises rang out throughout the house, they can now see what's going on. The homeowner says, "Hello," over the Ring speakers and scaring off the 2 men. And the police were called out to the property. But when they reviewed the footage, they reviewed the footage, they noticed that one of the men was actually armed, but they were never able to identify by the police.
Okay.
The 2 men. Yeah.
That's terrifying to see that on your own camera. That I'm always like, anytime I get a notification at night, usually it's because someone's headlights are too bright or like the wind blows just right and it like shifts something in my camera. And I'm always terrified to open up that notification and
I don't want to see it. Yeah.
Nope.
I feel
I'm like, the one time they're going to be there. All right. That was a chilling one.
Sorry.
It's fine. That's the whole point of our podcast. So you're welcome, people. We have another story from What the H?
What the H?
What the H? Sorry.
I'm looking forward to when her life kind of settles down.
I know. It's going to be a while. All right. So I think this is the third one I've done.
No offense, H.
No offense. No offense. All right. So at 17, the group of us moved out of the house and into an apartment nearby.
Understandable.
I think that us leaving aggravated the presence and that lived in the downstairs, as whenever we returned, the activity seemed to have increased. My mother's physical and mental health began to decline, and we hold the belief that whatever was here contributed to this, as if it was feeding off of her. At 20, I had to temporarily move back in while waiting for a new apartment to be ready for me. My mother's hoarding had gotten worse, and the only place in the house where the carpet were somewhat clean and the smell was less offensive was downstairs in the creepy area.
Oh boy.
I considered living in my boyfriend's car as opposed to being downstairs alone. That's pretty bad. But told myself that I was being a baby and that this was realistically my only option. The
You
older
not
I
being
got,
a baby, H.
No, I don't blame you. The older I got, the stronger and angrier the presence became. But also, let's remember that this is in Alaska. So like living in your boyfriend's car would have sucked in the wintertime.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what time of year this was. The older I got, the stronger and angrier this presence became. And every now and again, something creepy would happen, and I would call a friend and stay on the phone until the presence receded and I felt less scared. One summer night, one of my other best friends, who we will call friend B, hung out with me until later at night. We had to return home and mentioned that he hoped he'd make it with how little gas he had in his car and that his phone was dead already. I reassured him that he would, and he left around 1 or 2 a.m. Because it was summer, it was plenty light out, but as this didn't bother me, I had all the curtains on the ground level windows open in both rooms. I would too. unless I was using the bathroom. I kept the door separating the living room and the guest bedroom area close in order to feel more secure. The feeling of the hostile presence was strongest in a particular corner of that room, and I tried whatever I could to minimize the feeling of being watched. I put on a
jeez.
movie and lay down to fall asleep, but before I could drift off, I heard knocking on the window above me. What are they
Oh.
doing? Loud and super clear, there was no mistaking it. I quickly stood up to look through the window, assuming it was my friend returning because of the car issues. I saw nobody, but expected him to let himself in through the front door, so I sat back down. A minute or two passes, and I feel very strongly that I was not alone. Then came an identical knock on the window in the bedroom. I
Oh my
ran into the
gosh.
room and again saw no one. I was suspicious, but assumed my friend was messing with me. Why else would he not just let himself back in when he practically lived here? I sat back down on my bed, and just as I did, the knocking resumed on the window above
Oh,
me. The
jeez.
second I stood back up, I heard the knocking come from the bathroom window this time. There was no way someone could run to that area that quickly. I froze as the knocking moved to the bedroom window.
Oh
And
my
then within seconds,
gosh.
it happened at the front door. Despite knowing it was impossible for someone to move that quickly, I ran to the door and threw it open just to see that I was alone. Friend B's
Oh,
car
jeez.
was nowhere to be seen. Fearful, I returned downstairs into the strong hostile feeling environment and called my boyfriend to make me feel less alone. Shortly
Yeah.
after he picks up, I hear firm footsteps upstairs and breathe a
No.
sigh of relief. My mom was awake and having someone else in the house awake made me feel a bit better. The next
Yeah.
morning, in yet another effort to convince my mom the house was haunted, I relayed the experience to her only to receive a quizzical look from her. I don't know what you heard, probably the pipes creaking, but I didn't get up last night at all. My blood ran
Oh,
cold as I
Lord.
realized I had heard footsteps, not the familiar shuffle of her footsteps. Whatever was downstairs was playing games with me. And that is from What the H. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on.
I can't hear them.
I know. Charlotte's supposed to be doing something.
Uh,
Are you inside? Oh, okay. Because Charlotte's supposed to be. Oh, look at. She's calling me. Hang on. Or love you. Bye. Have you wrote that paper for me yet?
Well, I just want to cook, so look at my butt.
look at my butt.
Charlotte, stop. Yes, it's fine. Yes. Yes. Not do that. You come down here and ask me. You don't do that over the phone. It's fine. You need to you need to do that thing on that paper, and when you're done, slide it underneath the door so I know you're done, okay?
Okay.
I'm so glad I have control of her contacts on her phone or her tablet. Oh my god. Sorry,
Yes,
I keep on
just
hearing
got
them
done
running around. Times, and I wrote it down for her to look at.
to
So she has to
copy.
write it 5 times and slide it underneath the door when she's done, and then she can get TV back at least. But jeez.
I think her attitude's better.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Your turn. Can you hear me chewing when I go over here?
Yeah.
It's gonna bother people, though.
Well, turn off your mute. Mute it.
I didn't think you can hear me all the way over there. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
It's okay. You can also mute it on the
Yeah.
screen too. For sharing that.
Yes, thank you, H. And also, if anybody has heard me chewing, I didn't realize it was loud, so I'm sorry. So,
Okay, so this homeowner in Texas
one?
Yes, they all are
Okay.
camera ones.
Oh, cool. Okay, fun.
Yeah. So only the homeowner had not ordered DoorDash. She was sleeping. It was only her and her nephew in the home at the time. She remembers outside of her house the next morning. So she heard this like clinking sound. She didn't think much of it. She thought it was like the wind or something like that. But then the footage from her doorbell camera and the one that she had set up in her backyard. And this is what she saw. She saw a woman standing at the door claiming to be from DoorDash at 1:20 in the morning to 2 a.m. This could be written off as like someone that was like DoorDash, like determined to, deliver their delivery.
40 minutes or
Yeah.
whatever, however long that was.
But not knowing it was the wrong address. But the footage in the backyard changed her mind. At 2 a.m., 4 men were found running to the backyard and tried to gain entry into the home through a window. It's likely they planned on entering through the front door by ambushing the person that opened the door for the DoorDash delivery. But since there was no answer, they resorted to trying the backyard while the fake DoorDash deliverer stayed out front as a distraction.
Oh my gosh.
Fortunately, the 4 men would be unsuccessful at opening the window, so they were shown running away from the house from the backyard camera. The 4 men and the woman at the front door were all seen leaving in the area together in a dark-colored sedan, and they were never caught by police.
Oh my, that's terrifying.
I know.
That was in Texas?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
I know.
Oh. That's like
stresses me out.
You never know what happens in neighborhoods. I know my brother had his truck broken into a couple months ago, and I guess everyone in the neighborhood, almost everyone in the neighborhood, had their vehicles broken into.
Jeez.
Okay. So my next story is a legend, and it is a Japanese legend.
Ooh.
It's called The Girl in the Bathroom. Why is there so many things about ghosts and girls in the bathroom? I don't know.
I think you're
Who
just
knows?
drawn to them because of Harry Potter.
Moaning Myrtle. I'm really
Moaning
not.
Myrtle.
I just looked up legends in different countries. So, this one just popped up and it spoke to me.
Sure it did.
Like moaning. Anyway, in Japan, the schools contain an... All right. Sorry, let me restart that. In Japan, if you go into the girls' bathroom on the 3rd floor of the building and walk to the 3rd stall, you might find this girl in the bathroom. So the thing goes, like, you have to knock 3 times and call her name, which is Hanako-san.
Bloody
and
Mary.
when you open the stall door, a little girl with a bob haircut and a red skirt will be there. She wants friends to play with, or maybe she wants to drag you to hell through the toilet.
Okay, those are both extreme. Okay, first off, maybe I don't want to be your friend, and maybe I don't want to go to hell through a toilet.
Maybe I don't want to go through the toilet. So, depending on which part of Japan you live in, she may have a bloody hand and grab you, or be a lizard that devours you. So, like, it could go one way, or it can go like a completely different direction.
Wait, so this is at any school?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, from what it made it sound like. It's just at the 3rd floor in the 3rd stall. Hanako-san has become a fixture of Japanese urban folklore over the last 70 years. The most popular origin story from the tale holds that during World War II, the schoolgirl was using the bathroom when a bomb fell on top of the building. The school collapsed on top of Hanako-san, who has been trapped there ever since. But Hanako isn't the only schoolgirl who haunts Japan's school bathrooms. Kashima Riko, another young girl, was said to have been cut in half by a train. Now her disfigured spirit inhabits bathrooms, asking children who enter the stalls where her legs are. The legend goes that if Kashima is not satisfied with their answer, she will rip their legs off too. That's fair. Eye for an eye.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
I mean, you know, it's fine.
Push your camera back up.
Oh, sorry. Gosh, you're so bossy.
I know, I'm sorry. I feel like they just made that up to keep kids from going to the bathroom.
Just stop going to the bathroom and playing around.
Basically.
I'll pass.
I love that movie.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Okay. So this one is another Ring camera. So in June of 2019, multiple homes in Chicago got a visit from a man claiming to be an investigator known as Jeff Rushmore, like a cop investigator. The only problem is that the man actually did not exist. Jeff Rushmore did not exist. This man was impersonating an investigation with the local police department, fully equipped with a fake uniform, fake badge, and fake radio chatter. So, like, in the video, you can hear his radio going off, and it sounds like cops are talking, like, psh,
oh my gosh,
10-4, like, you know, stuff like that. He rang the doorbell, but the owner doesn't answer the door. He continued to stay in character, and even though they weren't at the door yet. And he even faked a callback on the radio reporting the owner did not answer the door. Another home in the area equipped with the Ring doorbell camera shows the same man. This time the homeowner does answer the door. He says, "Hi, I'm with Winfield Police Department. I'm investigator Jeff Rushmore, one of your neighbors down the street." And then the video cuts off right there. The homeowner then later claimed that the man explains a missing person case, and when the homeowner says he doesn't know anything about it, the interaction ended. The motives behind him impersonating an investigator are still unknown. Often there are cases like this where the man is simply trying to get people to open their door, thinking that they're safe, but proceed to rob them, or sometimes worse. I honestly believe that he was testing the waters and was waiting to feel more confident before things escalated. I think he was trying to see how often people will open the door and then gain that confidence to go to the next step.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, and then according to the recent developments, the man was never identified.
So, like, was he asking about real missing persons cases?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say, what if he's like a dad that's like trying to be a civil, whatever?
Yeah, no, he was just
citizen. I don't remember what that's called. There's a movie called it. It's like where a citizen is doing like a cop's job and finding out and saving the day. I don't know what they're called. I can't remember.
There's things called like a citizen's arrest.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I want to make a citizen's arrest one day. That'd be so cool. Anyway, that was a good one. And also now I'm terrified to open the door for cops. How would you prove otherwise?
Ask for their badge. Okay, so if you're in this situation, great question, Brie. I'm glad you asked. If this is ever a situation, you can always answer through your security camera. If you don't have a camera, you can say it through the door. They can hear you. You can hear them. Ask for their badge number and say, "Would you mind me calling the local police department to verify your identity?" And any police officer will say, absolutely, that is fine.
Yeah, because they're like, I don't blame you. Like, this is why we spread awareness.
The same if you have multiple police departments, like county and stuff like that, you just say, like, what department are you with? They'll tell you, like, Fairbanks Police Department or California Highway Patrol, whatever. If you're on the road and there's an officer in an unmarked car and then attempts to pull you over and you're suspicious, which you should always be suspicious, you can always continue to drive. I would pull over to the furthest lane to the left, call 911, call the dispatch, and say, I have an officer pulling me over. I'm suspicious about the vehicle. Can you please verify the vehicle following me? This is where I am. This is my license plate number. This is my car description. And the dispatcher will be able to verify their identity that way.
Okay. That makes sense. That was a big thing in Florida. I'm sure that's a big thing everywhere, but I know in our, like, the area that we lived in, there was a couple of unmarked vehicles that were, like, pulling people over and, like, robbing them.
Yep. So always just that's actually advice directly from a police officer.
Yeah. You guys didn't see that, but we saluted.
We saluted me.
I don't think that's what you do that. Oh, yeah. Okay.
We bowed.
So I'm a wreck today. Okay.
You're good.
This next one, I have never done one of these before, so.
Oh. Yes.
Boo, 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 boo. I don't know what the noise is. Okay, so, all right, I found this on, it was called Thought Catalog. I think it was like an article. So it, during the middle, I had to go to the bathroom, so my mom took me.
It's called Tiki Room.
Oh my gosh. And my mom took me and left my dad and my sister to watch the show. When we came back, the entire stadium was empty. Where he must have taken my sister, since that was the only bathroom in the area.
Right.
We sat on the bench.
There's actually a better bathroom. It's in the Tiki Room. In the waiting area. I'm sorry. Tell the story.
You're good? No.
Crowded because no one knows about it.
Oh, there you go, people. The best bathroom in Disneyland or Disney World?
Disneyland. Oh, did you say Disney World?
I think so. Yeah. No, it says Disneyland in Florida. So they mean Disney World.
Oh my God. They mean room, so I can understand that. The bathroom is quite a ways away.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed right now. Okay, sorry guys, you had to endure that. Okay, so if you go to the Tiki Room, if you take your kids there, there's not a bathroom near there. All right, so
next to the Sunglass Hut. Or sorry, there's a bathroom in the area where the Sunglass Hut is, and also where the I'm done. Okay,
you sure? You don't want to finish? All right, we sat on the bench and waited for 2 hours before my mom gave up, and this was pre-cell phone era.
Oh, yeah.
The only remarkable thing during this time was that one of I actually remember
That'd be
this.
fascinating to watch.
We did some other stuff, then went back to the hotel room to wait for them. I'd be so pissed.
I would too.
The entire time, my mom was annoyed at my dad, fair, saying it's so irresponsible. younger than me, came back, and obviously they started arguing, both saying they were waiting for the other at the bathroom.
What?
Me and my sister on the other hand started telling each other about the my parents stopped to listen to us and asked us to clarify. We both saw the same lizard, same squirrel fighting from the same point on the bench. It was one of those inexplicable occurrences. Squirrel fight, and my mom was like, yeah, that was a weird day. That is so weird, though.
That is weird. But it makes me wonder, like, was there, like...
If you're in that close proximity to see, like they said, like they saw from like the same viewpoint, they saw the lizard and the squirrel, and then like they're waiting there for 2 hours sitting there, and they're clearly younger kids, so they're I'm sure they had to walk around every now and then and like circle the area, make sure they didn't see them coming. Like that is so freaking weird.
That is
that they were there at the
weird.
exact same time, but like
And
didn't see
like
each
if
other.
they're watching the squirrel and the lizard,
like narrating it the entire time, like, look, mom, look,
Yeah.
watch that squirrel, watch him. Oh, look at him jump. Oh,
Yeah.
he's losing. Yeah.
And she's like, it's fine, Samantha. Like, yeah, I see it, Samantha.
We're waiting on your damn dad.
Years later, they bring it up and like you still have no explanation. So you're just like,
Yeah,
that was
that was a weird day. Yep, I remember that. Moving on.
Let's not talk about it. Okay, so my last one. Appearing on the left side of the screen and climbing on the guardrail. He was trying to stay out of the frame as he attempted to. It says guardrail, like I'm guessing like a railing on the porch. Frame as he attempted to take the Ring camera off the home. Inside the home was a woman and her son. The man was the woman's ex-boyfriend. He failed to remove the camera. Some sort of cloth over the camera. The homeowner's son ran into the mom's room, frantic, telling her that their car was on fire. Police and firefighters were called to the scene, but before the fire was destroyed, for the homeowner's ex-boyfriend, because he's gone.
Dang.
I'm sure he's been caught by now.
Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy.
I know.
I'd be so
to pay for it. So then you're just out of car.
And then, how do you think you're going to be out of view of one of those cameras? It's so hard to be out of view. They have such a wide like view. Like mine gets almost our entire.
Ours got our entire yard too.
Ours can get license plates. That was one of like the selling points, is that you can I'm sure a lot of them can get nice license plates nowadays. Yeah. Pretty cool. That's crazy. This one is
Better
I found
make
off
it
of
a good
BuzzFeed.
one.
It's a good one. Okay. It says, I lived in an old haunted house in college. Things got so weird that everyone moved out except for me and one roommate.
Okay.
Read them off. Number 1. I woke up at 3 a.m. because my roommate's door kept opening and slamming shut. From bed, I yelled for him to stop, only to realize I was the only one home that weekend. As soon as I
Oh, no.
yelled, the slamming stopped, but the hippie beads I I forgot about this story. It's just so funny. Go slamming the hippie beads shut like oh, okay. I yelled the slamming stop, but the hippie beads I had hanging outside my closed door began to sway perfectly, yet violently against the door frame for I laid in
Oh,
the fetal position in the bed till it stopped. That's so
I would
sad.
too. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't be in the fetal position. I'd be on my back.
I'd call
So you
someone
can
and
see
ask
both
them to come
sides.
get me. Yeah.
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 Wall.
Same. I want to see everything.
Yeah.
Number 2, I woke up at 3 a.m. alone again, hearing the Nintendo on the back porch. On the back, again, another college thing. On the back
Such a
porch
college
playing
thing.
loudly. I figured the house as the music got louder and louder. As the music got louder and louder. As soon as I opened the door, it was completely quiet. Mind you, it was loud enough to wake me up. Number 3, I had
Wow.
friends over. I
Such a
asked,
college thing to
all
do.
the lights in the house began to flicker for about a minute straight. This was the middle of the day, and everyone witnessed it. It's
Ooh, I
like
just
drink
got
every
the
time the lights flicker.
chills.
It's like a giant. If the beads
It's a
sway,
ghosty one.
take a shot.
Take a shot.
Number 4.
If the lights flicker, everyone chug.
Chug, chug, chug. All right. Number
Oh, I hate that.
I hate sleep paralysis. Number
Me
5,
too.
every time something spooky happened, the house would smell like old lady flowery strong perfume. That's not that bad.
Aw, she
Although
was
that
just
stuff gives
she
me
was sure we
get your paraphernalia and your porno out. Number
you
6.
heathens.
Yeah. This house had a door built in. No one knew it was there. Things would constantly go missing in the house and turn up in the basement.
Oh, I
This
hate
house
that.
had a coal chute from when it was heated by coal back in the day. Missing stuff would always
Oh,
be placed on the chute for us to in college. Like it's probably like 20 guys
yeah.
living in one little one house because they can't
Well,
afford
they
anything
said
else
everybody moved out but them.
except for 2 people. Yeah, that's
So
still
maybe
no,
it was just a really good deal.
maybe. While playing video games late at night, he saw mist kind of hovering from the kitchen and then move into the bathroom. The bathroom had a trap door that led us to the attic. That's where we figured the old lady go. Number
Why
8,
do we have an attic and a basement and it's haunted?
and they're
But
like
it doesn't sound
hidden
like
too.
it's sinister. Yeah.
No, it just sounds like she's just an old grumpy lady and like doesn't like young. Number 8, roommate was up late. He went to go lock the doors and turn off the lights. When he turned his back on the room, and walked to the door, someone breathed into his ear.
Ew, no.
He thought it
nope,
was me.
I'm good.
I was sleeping. He turned around, pissed himself, and ran to his room. He was too afraid to come out and turn off the lights and TV. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny, but it's just kind of
That's so
comical that
embarrassing.
it's still in like a college roommates thing. Number 9, loud thumps in attic at all hours. For peace of mind, we told ourselves
no.
squirrels must have gotten in there.
Yeah, sure.
Dunk. Oh, that's just a squirrel. What? How heavy is this
They're
squirrel?
just really fat.
They're really fat squirrels. Number 10, voices would wake us up in the middle of the night. I spent many mornings on the front porch waiting for the sun to come up before I went back in the house. Number 11.
That is rough.
Coincidentally, I had a few years later that... Number 11. Coincidentally, I had a friend years later that had rented from the same landlord, same town, different house, where he and all of his roommates moved out because the house was also haunted. I didn't think it was too weird until he was telling me that when all of the weird stuff happened, it was accompanied by an old lady flowery, stanky perfume. Also, a lot of people had sleep paralysis in that house as well. So maybe it's like the landlord bringing something in there.
That's what I'm wondering.
It's
or
weird.
maybe he just changed it up each year. Or like he sold the other house and he's like, gotta bring grandma over to the new house.
He's just got like this like hidden like thing that goes in the house, and it's like an urn or something.
Urn.
Moves it to different houses. He's like, all right, I need some new roommates in here that'll respect this house more, or new tenants.
Mom didn't like the other tenants, so I got
Mom. He's working with his mom in the afterlife. Mommy's here.
I absolutely love that. Oh my gosh.
It's a good one. All righty, let's hear your neighborhood story.
So it says, I think I found this on Reddit. It says, our neighbor is a strange woman with a lot of strange habits. For example, she waters her plants even when it's raining outside, and she complains about ice cream being cold, so she microwaves it first. So.
What? I do the same thing. I microwave my ice
because
cream.
It's too cold?
Yes. And I don't like it too. It's not because it's too cold. It's because I don't like it
frozen.
too hard. Yeah. And I like it to be like soft and runny, and then I put a little bit of milk in it.
Yeah.
I like,
you're a
like
weirdo.
ice cream cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my favorite.
You're not one. We actually we'll see you soon. Talk to you soon.
Yep. Okay. Bye. Oh, wait.
Have you checked in on the neighbors?
What's in the neighbors? Bree and Amy.
Amy out. Nice.
Sorry, I forgot to do the high five.
Say hi to your cats for us. My cat's out nearby. So
meow. There's a Gary meow. Oh, don't
get dead.